In this video, I'm going to share how to clean a vintage rug. So the first thing I did when I got this at a yard sale and she said, it's free. I found some other amazing things at this yard sale. So you'll have to check out my video for that. But so what I did was I first vacuumed it, the front and the back, and then I brought it outside here and I just took the hose and I got it soaking wet. I flipped it over and did this on both sides. And when I flipped it over, or you can kind of see it right here in the video, some soap was coming out. So I'm wondering if she tried to clean it at one point, but I just got it all wet until that soapiness was clear. But I just wanted to make sure that I doused the rug really, really, really well. And you can see here how much more it was on the backside. Obviously, it went through, the water went through onto the backside when I was doing the front, but you can see here that she had at one point tried to clean it or had just cleaned it because there was kind of this soapy, sudsy residue coming out of it right here from the beginning. Now it was time. I just mixed some Dawn dish soap with some water, cold water, in that big bowl. And then I poured it all over the rug. I did one side first, the other side next. But then I put some gloves on and I just rubbed it into the rug really well. I tried to use a brush on this rug, but I was worried that it was going to ruin the fibers of the rug. It was kind of bringing it up. So I didn't. So I just used my hands and really scrubbed hard all over the rug and just to get that soap into the rug really, really well. You can use a brush, but just start with a little area to see how your rug's going to handle it first, just because like this one, it just was not going to take a really, a bristled brush. So I just used my gloved hands and just really rubbed it into that. And also never use hot water on a vintage rug because you just don't want it to you don't want it to shrink the rug or anything. So this is just the cold hose water. So once I had the soap all in on both sides, I just took the hose water and I just went over the rug to get all the soap off the rug. And I did this process until, again, the water ran clear and no more suds were coming out of the rug. So just do this until you cannot see the soap coming up out of your rug in the end. You don't want to ever do a vintage rug or in direct sunlight either because it can fade the colors of the rug. So, if you could do it on an overcast day or a cloudy day. And then here, once I had it all soaked, I just pulled it up on the driveway into a dry area and I let it drip dry here for a while. And then I kept flipping it over, throughout the day. I was working on projects in the garage, but I just pulled it up higher here on the driveway and just let it drip dry here as I, like every half an hour, I'd flip it over from one side to the next. And then when it was done drip drying, like it wasn't soaking anymore, here's another look at that little area. So once I did that, then I hung it, once it was done drip drying, then I hung it over a fence to finish drying. And then you can vacuum it again just at the end when you're done, but that should be good. That should be good to go. Whenever you're buying a vintage rug, at a yard sale or estate sale or something like that, you want to make sure there's no smells or anything that you would be bringing home, really bad stains that you don't think you can get out. You can also use vinegar to wash your rug as well, but I'm doing a voiceover here because it's just going to work easier with this full video. But yeah, here it is. Look at the colors after I cleaned it. They just pop now. This works really, really, really well on vintage rugs. So give it a try.